Hi, my name is Shelley Hucaby, and I teach math at Arlington High School. I teach pre-calculus and algebraic reasoning. My email address is shucaby@aisd.net, and my conference periods are on B days from 7:35 to 9 a.m. So those are ways that you can reach me. If you need to talk to me, you can feel free to call the school and ask for me, or you might just need to email me and set a time when I can call you back. So, there are certain things that the school expects the teachers to do to help your child be more successful. And so one of the things is to make sure that Canvas courses are standardized. And I am trying to keep each class is different, my algebraic reasoning, my pre-cal, the way they're set up, and they're both set up to ensure the success of each kid in each class. And so it has changed over the year to try to find out what is best for everybody. One thing that I try to do is send an announcement for every A and B day to let the student know what is expected of them and how they can get onto Zoom, maybe even a link to the things that they need to get done for the day. I started doing attendance quizzes to make sure that people are counted present. There was a problem of kids saying that they were on Canvas, but I didn't show any record of it. So if they take this attendance quiz every day, it's their class day. They have from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. Then they're going to be counted present. That's it's a record that we have that for sure. I also will commit to being responsive to students and parent emails within a day or so, and so I try to do it as soon as I can. So please reach out to me anytime you have a question or verification or anything. I'm there to help you. And every Friday, I send out a weekly progress report with your kids' grades. So if you are not getting them, you might look and make sure that you're getting the communications from school. Make sure your email address is correct in Teams, because that's the way we send it out. Also, another way that I communicate is remind. And so you could do this, but definitely want your child to do this. So 281010, they need to text the code depending on which class they're in. So these are my pre-calculus classes, and these are my algebraic reasoning classes. So they pick the period that they're in, and say if it's 10th period, it would be at 10 Hucaby. And I can let them know there will be Zoom today, or there will not be Zoom today. Remember, there's a test today, things like that, to make sure that everybody is on the same boat. Sometimes if they don't check their email, then they get this text to their phone, and so that's really good. So student expectations. First one, attend all sync times with camera on. This is really hard. And also let your teacher know if you're not going to be there. I have a lot of students that are doing this. But a lot of students would put their camera on, but they don't want to be the only one. I had a coach come in with a student the other day and said, "Hey, do you know who this is?" And I said, "I don't, because she's never come to school and she's never shown me her face on Zoom." So I didn't know who it was, and I felt really bad because I always know my students, and it's really a shame that we're in February and I don't know them. And I can know your child more if they put their camera on. It helps me know if a student is getting it or not by their facial expressions. All I see are blank screens. So if they can at all turn on their camera, they don't have to have sound on. In fact, it's usually helpful not to have your sound on unless you're going to talk or ask a question. Another thing is to ask for help right away. I have a lot of students just floundering, and they're not in school, or even some kids that come to school and they still won't ask questions. I'll ask them if they're okay, and they say yes they are. Well, they need to be honest and say no, I don't get it. I'm going to show them the next screen when they can get tutoring help. And then also the student needs to check Canvas, email, and Teams every day. They get my announcements, and they know what's going on, and they need to be responsible for making sure their grades are put in correctly. I want their grades to be correct, so it's a responsibility to make sure that they are right, and let me know if not. Hey, Ms. Huck, if there's a lot of kids doing late work, and I tell them all the time, you've got to tell me. If you're doing late work, I'm not checking that anymore. You need to tell me, and I will gladly put it in. So that's what we expect of the students. So here is my AB day schedule. I know it may not mean a lot to you, but depending on whether your child is in algebraic reasoning or pre-cal is when we have Zoom. This is also on the Canvas page. They can access it there. But if they're in algebraic reasoning for my first period, we have async first, and then we have sync. So if they need help, I open Zoom up early, like after the first 15 minutes of class, I'll usually open up Zoom. And so if anybody gets on and they need help, then it could be like their own little tutoring session. So I might have some students in class and some students on Zoom, and I can help them then. Now for pre-cal, we have like the sandwich. So we have first 20 minutes with async. That's where they warm up, kind of see what's going on for the day, maybe look at some warm-ups, do the attendance quiz. Then we have synchronous class where I do the lesson, and sometimes it might last most of the 50 minutes, and sometimes it doesn't. But then we have at least 30 minutes at the end of class. And if they stay, then I can help them with any questions that they have, whatever they don't understand. So tell your students to please reach out and stay. Come to Zoom and stay. Come before early or stay afterwards and get help. If they need tutoring at any other time, then reach out to me and we'll schedule something. Every unit I do a calendar so they can see what's going on. Obviously February, this had to be changed a lot. This is also put on the when the principal sends out the weekly newsletter, and it has links to like the math classes, and you click on pre-cal or algebraic reasoning. We will have a calendar so you can see what's going on and which days are async or sync, when the test is coming up. I like visuals, and so this is a great visual for students and parents. And then parent expectations. Check in with your child. Say, what's going on? Are you doing okay? Check the grades, and I'm going to send them to you every Friday. So look for that email and check and see how they're doing and see if your kids are staying caught up. I usually give extra points to kids who get their work done on time because so many are not. And then if you have any questions, please email me. So I hope this helped, and I'm here to help with your child. Reach out to me if you need help. Thank you very much.